All right, we have a little Nortec unit here. It's about 7-8 months old. We did not install it. We offered this customer a price to replace it. She had a ductless here before. She just replaced it with another ductless. She didn't go with us. We were a little bit higher than the other guy, which that's fine. I mean, we're not the cheapest. We don't try to be the cheapest. So she thinks her electric bills are higher than normal. So we're going to check this out. We're also going to check her main heat pump out. This does a little salon that she runs, just like a little one-chair salon. So we're going to check it out. We're going to make sure it's good to go. And see why she has higher electric bills. This unit is... I know the unit that was here was 115 volts. So this one also is 115 volts. So let's take a look. So that amp draw is steadily climbing. 11.5, wow. Holy crap. I can hear the compressor raising. Compressor RLA is 15 amps. Just get really close to that. Huh. This thing is pulling some hellacious amps. They should have went with a 240 volt model here. They could have just simply changed over, which I say simply, that's not simple to a lot of people, but they could have converted this circuit to a 240 volt circuit in the breaker panel. But yeah, it's pulling 13.5 amps, but I don't, it just seems really high to me. Holy crap. This thing is up to 462 and climbing, 463. And our amperage is well over 15 now. I'm kind of in a funky spot here to get the amp draw. Yeah, we're up to 16 amps. It's because that head pressure's so high. Almost like this thing's overcharged or something. It only holds 24 ounces. It's not that warm coming back. Man, it is super hot leaving. Let's see if I can get some product data on this or something. It is winding down now. Mm, 98. It's almost 100. So. All right, so running normally, not wide open, it does okay. This is probably right around normal. 8.7, 370 on the head pressure, but looks like when it is running at 100%, it is pulling high amp draw and running very high head pressure. So I'm gonna raise the temperature again, give it a more of a demand and see if it does it again. All right, so I raised the temperature to like 83. Of course, she's never gonna put it at 83, but I wanted to get this thing running at 100% again. So that's the thing, when it's running wide open, it's when it's pulling its highest amp draw. They did a pretty solid job installing it. At least they use line hide and stuff like that, but got a nice pad here. Looks like the terminations and all are good. See the frost pattern back here. I just don't think this thing's running right. It's making plenty of heat, it's just running pretty weird. The weirdest part about this is I suspect it's overcharged. However, my frost pattern is an indication of maybe being undercharged. She said it did cool like crap in the summertime too. The first thing I'd need to do is pull all the charge out of it and see what kind of charge it has in it. See if maybe they overcharged it or what, but okay, this lady is certainly in a dilemma here. So we gave this customer a price to put in a ductless system in her little one-chair salon. So our price was significantly higher than the installing contractor, which is fine. We're not trying to be the cheapest. We'll tell you right when we give you our quote, we are not the cheapest. However, when you go with us, you get excellent customer service, you get excellent workmanship. We stand behind our work with, most of the time, a 2-year workmanship warranty on top of a 10-year parts warranty. And we're there when you call us, and you can trust us. See, this is how messed up this situation is. So the woman's probably saved about $2,000 going with somebody else. But apparently she's been paying about $50 more in electric over the past 8 months. And she doesn't even trust the company that put it in to come back and look at it under a warranty issue. They gave her apparently a 1-year warranty. And she doesn't even trust them enough to come back and honor their warranty. She wanted me to come look at it first, let her know what's going on with it, and then she's going to go back to them and tell them what I found. So hopefully this doesn't get into a pissing match, but all I know is what I looked at. I looked at that system just like I hadn't looked at it before, which I hadn't. You know, that was the very first time I had ever looked at that system. And my first observation was it is pulling near and over rated amperage. That's not good. It should never get even close to that rated amperage, let alone go over it. So that's one thing. And it's going over that rated amperage, it's because the head pressure is elevating too high. I mean, we were up almost 500 when that thing's running at 100%. So what I need to do at this point is I need to remove all the refrigerant out of the system and weigh it and see how much refrigerant was in the system. Then I will evacuate the system or pressure test it, then evacuate it, and then weigh in the proper charge and go from there. If we still have an elevated head pressure and a high amp draw, then I will get on the horn with Nortec and go through their tech support and see what's going on. The problem with that is very labor intensive. Removing the refrigerant, evacuating it, and putting it back, that's minimum 2-hour process. I would quote it for 3 hours. So, but I could probably do it in 2, but I'm going to pull at least an hour-long vacuum on it. And removing all the refrigerant, like I said, it'll probably take about 2 hours, but I'm going to quote it for 3. And I'm going to put fresh refrigerant back in it. I'm not going to put the refrigerant back in it that I took out. So that's, it probably holds about 2 pounds of refrigerant, 2, maybe 3. So then she has that. All the while, this is not under warranty. I am getting paid for every minute that I'm there and every bit of material I'm using. So that's why I said the lady is in quite a pickle here. So she's going to end up paying more than what she would have if she just paid us to do it. And she knows that now. I'm not going to add insult to injury because she is a very nice lady. She's been a customer for a few years now. She just couldn't afford to pay what we quoted her. But she would have made out. But, you know, like I said, I'm not going to beat her down for that. I'm not going to add insult to injury. But so now she's going to take my findings to the installing contractor and see what they say. And then they'll have to go from there. If she wants me to fix it, then I'll give her a price for 3 hours labor, refrigerant, probably a little bit of money in miscellaneous. And then if I go over that, then we'll have to quote it again. We'll have to go back to her and say I have to call tech support, and it's going to be hourly rate after that. So I really hope we can get this lady straightened out, and I really hope the installing contractor comes back and gets her straightened out, because like I said, it is a very, very good customer. And she still has I think a 2-ton split Ameristar unit that I maintain, and I'll still work on that for her. I looked at that today, and that system's running fine. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So like I said, you know, any other customer, if this was a new caller, then I probably would just tell her to you know, deal with it through her installing contract. Where this is an existing customer, I really want to try to do right by her, and hopefully the installing contractor does right by her too. So all right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.